And we're live.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today?
Excellent.
Yay.
Yeah, I am glad. I am doing well myself. Because I am the impatient one, as always. I think we're going to jump right in with a little bit of what's happened in the past, like 2 episodes, just to get us all caught up to speed. So Porta Finis, the rival school that has been up to shenanigans in your school, uh apparently doesn't have very insightful students, as they saw you all and invited you to come join their school, as you are all so powerful and seemingly without education. So their school can help you. You get into the cart and you meet everybody. There's like a wizard, a healer of some sort, um and you start to get to know they're actually fairly decent people. The bard is kind of odd, really quiet. But you go there and you get there, and Joy, the healer, meets her, essentially her professor, and invites you all to have dinner with her at her professor's house, who is lovingly referred to as the Doctor. But throughout that day, as you're getting things for the dinner, you find out that there are some weird things. So people are talking about how Porta Temporea has stolen magic from the continent where Porta Finis is. Astrid attempts to make butter, and the guards kind of surround her, telling her she should not be doing this, especially out in the open where people can see. And then as she kind of talks to Joy as you're entering, Joy's demeanor goes from super cheerful and sharply changed to this very distrusting.
And then they tried to feed us kale salad.
When you walk in, there is a weird sorry about that, just had to respond quickly, but I am back. A weird conversation between Joy and the Doctor, where Joy is they requested the kale salad. You all did not request the kale salad. Uo immediately is I want to detect poison on this. It is in fact poisoned. And Celine, who had been sent to do some searching, is attacked by the Doctor, and Astrid immediately just throws a chaos bolt at her. Battle ensues, and for healers, they seem to be very good at the reverse of healing. They are good at slashing and stabbing, and in order to protect everybody, Morn is trying to stop the butcher knife slashery, and unfortunately gets the brunt of the damage. Is able to protect them long enough for Peter to teleport you back,
right?
of all people. However, by the time Morn gets back, he's lost so much blood he just passes out. When Morn, when you come to, you open your eyes and there is a woman sitting over you. Not attending you, just kind of checking.
How are you feeling? Right there.
Do I recognize this woman?
You would. It's only been about 2 weeks since orientation. She was one of the professors standing up there. She definitely wasn't your professor, so you don't know what class she's in charge of, but she is a professor at the school.
Okay, and back at our school, right?
Yes, yeah. Okay. Back at Porta Temporea.
Okay. And our school doesn't know what we were off up getting into these shenanigans, right?
Nope.
I would assume.
Nope.
Okay.
Your school didn't even know you went with Peter.
Okay. Yeah, Morn's gonna play it cool, looks like I tripped.
That's a lot of blood for a trip, but you know what? I'm glad you're feeling better. Can you stand?
Yeah, I can stand.
And she watches you, and she picks up your hand and looks at some of your bandages and oh, they're bleeding through in this one. We gotta change these out. and not like asking your permission to do so, just kind of like changing your bandages.
Mortal. Born's not a fan of that, but he seems a little confused as to where he is, what's going on, right? What happened last? So he's just gonna roll with it.
And so she does that for like
how
5.
Floor is hard.
Yeah, we should make the floors less sharp. But she like looks at you with a knowing.
Yep. Yep.
And after 5 minutes, she like pats you on the back, it's like, well, you should be good to go.
Oh, thank you. Yep, I will try to watch where I'm going, and he'll try and get away.
Yeah. And she'll.
So what would be the
Mhm.
So what would be the last thing he would remember then? Just the fight and going down?
Yeah, the last thing you remember is the doctor trying to slash Peter and Joy attacking your Achilles tendon that you keep like jumping over her butcher's knife.
Ooh.
Yeah. But the
Yes.
doctor got you in the back, and then that took you down.
Okay.
Bastards.
Okay. I guess he would try to find his friends to make sure everybody else is okay.
Okay. Where would you go first?
Back to our quarters, assuming, I guess.
Okay.
We'll head back there.
So you go back to your quarters. No one is there, but you do notice something. Peter at this point started to like build a nest essentially in your house. You know, there was this like just a cone of things that Peter had been using to like not quite sleep on, because he was sleeping on like your collective beds throughout the time. But that nest is gone.
Interesting. Okay. So all of Peter's weird stuff he left in our quarters is gone then?
Yep.
Okay. No sign of anybody else?
Give me an investigation check.
Alrighty. Go through. Kind of laggy on my end. There we go.
So you look around, and there is one thing that you notice is missing. And it's something you notice because it had been very present while you were in that trip. Trahggeim had these 3 crystals. And you know that because even though she put them in a bag, they would glow through the like canvas sack, and so she was always glowing, all the time.
Those were those crystals she got as a gift, right?
Yes.
Peter, yeah, okay.
And
they're gone.
You don't know this, but I believe Peter, while Morn was around, kept trying to like remind Trahggeim, you should take these to Uso because they're good. I kept like that like blinky eyes things like, see, I'm helping.
Morn might also notice the new addition to the room. The one that was given to us by the teachers.
No, because you haven't come back yet.
I said Morn might. I don't have it.
But who had it? Because it was like you woke up and then you went to the teachers. You got that, and then Uso was like, "Wait, what's that? Everybody out!" And immediately went to do the work.
So somebody else would have had to have taken it because I stayed behind with Uso while everyone else left. So maybe it's not there. My bad. I'll just shut up.
Either Astrid or Uwo has it at their location.
Gotcha. My bad. You'll find out later.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess he'll go to Peter's to look for him there. Peter's
house is destroyed.
Yeah, we kind of blew that up.
Yeah, so Peter doesn't have
a
hovel.
By we, I mean me.
Okay. Am I still hurting? Probably.
No, whoever was taking care of you was pretty proficient at it. Like you still have like aches and pains, but you are essentially back to normal.
Okay. Well, Warren's kind of at a loss as to where to go. Is it what time of day is it?
It's like
Nighttime, daytime?
10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want the school to know that we were off getting into shenanigans. So would everybody be in class around this time?
Yeah. Usually they're in class.
I mean,
I
isn't
think.
Warren supposed to be in a class at some point?
Yeah.
Remember.
You would have passed out before they decided which class to go to, but it would either be one of the like 4 main professors. You have not spoken to your professor yet, so you assume it's not you. Uo did not like vibe well with his professor, so they don't spend that much time. Uso tends to be like the go-to professor right now.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go. Warren will go look for Uso's class.
Gotcha. Okay, so then Moore's going to Uso's class. Uo, you are watching Astrid get her ass kicked in some dominoes. Like these samurais, you have no proof they're any good with a sword, but they can destroy in dominoes.
I mean, they're good enough at their sword as determined by the cards. That's all I needed to know, really, was to determine whether or not the threat of them being good was there.
Yep.
And surely it was there.
That is true. So what are you doing? Because you're not engaging in dominoes, right? It was just Astrid.
Oh, no, I was playing. I was simultaneously reading cards.
Gotcha.
As I was trying to be moral support, potentially learn some things about whatever it is that they're doing here.
Okay, so then you are just hanging out. We will switch back to Trahggeim. You come out, sweat dripping off your brow, going zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh,
and
shiny.
You notice that the person outside is not who you expected. It's not Uso.
Yeah.
But a familiar friend. Who sees you and immediately draws his sword, although his sword looks different.
So it's not the one that we think he stole?
I mean, it has a similar shape, but there's a different coloration to it now.
Oh, kind of like what just happened to mine.
No.
Not like in the way that like it's a gunblade, but like maybe he did something to it.
Yeah. There is something different about it now than when you first saw it.
Okay. I'm gonna grin. Back for some more, huh?
It's gonna start walking in your direction.
What could go wrong? It'll be fine. I'm gonna walk in his direction.
Okay. And he says, "Peasant, I don't have time to waste on the likes of you. But you seem useful. If you pledge your loyalty to me, I will allow you to live."
You afraid I'm gonna hand you your ass again?
That's the second time you've been disrespectful. If it gets to a third, I will remove that disrespectful tongue of yours and that disrespectful arm of yours that deigned to take me down.
Just gonna wait for a moment and see what he does.
After you stop moving, he does that thing where he's like, he tilts his head up and he's like looking down at you, but then like slightly above you. So it's like he's still not even making eye contact. But
it is because I am like almost 8 feet tall or something, so it's got to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of like rise up as high as I can just to make him.
Like,
Uso's not here. What do you want?
Oh, I know. I saw her leave.
Well, this is her workshop. You shouldn't be in here without her permission.
I don't need permission from peasants like you or Uso. I am called for a higher purpose.
You're high, all right. Did he leave the door open or closed?
He closed it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the impression that this was very planned.
Does he seem to have an intent? Like, is he just focusing on me, or is he like just waiting for me to leave so he can go off elsewhere?
Give me an insight check.
Sure. Sorry. It's gonna be amazing. 6.
He's kind of an asshole in general, so he probably like left a boombox in here or something, and is waiting for you to leave so he can get it without being embarrassed.
Trying to remember how long ago Uso left.
Uso left like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Then I'm gonna walk not directly past him, but like around past him, head for the door, and just be all like, all right, well, I'll just go let Uso know that you're in here.
As you like walk past him, he says, "This is your last chance. If you don't take this offer now, I will kill you."
I didn't hear any offer. Just you flapping your gums again.
Yep. So he is going to. I just need to reference something quickly.
Firestorm!
Right? Meteor shower, or whatever it's called.
Meteor shower!
The whole building explodes.
Miracle!
Plus... Oh, shit.
Oh, man!
Natural 20 hit you.
Whew. I mean, if I say no, are you gonna believe me?
I might.
Let's go with yes, that'll hit.
So he runs up to you and touches you, and you've seen this happen. Uo has been doing this a decent amount recently, where he like takes the void from within your body and pulls it. You take 31 necrotic damage.
Okay. Ouch!
I think that's initiative.
We can call that initiative.
I think Morn's gonna just stay where he is.
Oh, fucking A.
Should just went to bed.
Lindsay, did your dog shrink?
What?
Did your dog shrink?
My dog shrink? This is the small dog.
No, tell him yes. Be like, oh, I forgot to fertilize him. He shrunk down.
Oh, there's 2 of them. I didn't know there was 2. Sorry, I didn't interrupt. I was just like, wait a minute, hold on. What?
Wait a minute. I thought that dog was bigger. This is the little one.
No.
He looks like a puppy all the time.
Dog. Doggo needs a
He
roll
wants to
initiative.
stand on the keyboard is what he wants to do. He thinks he is a cat dog.
Hmm?
So, as you look to your right, a familiar figure appears from underneath one of the tables.
Oh my god. Peter, what are you doing? Damn it, Peter.
And he's like, I never could trust you to not die.
Me either.
Oh, why is it not going through? Hmm? Because this has an important part. This might help you. Then again, it is Peter.
Oh. Astral's little thing has popped up.
Yeah.
Live
I
chat
just
is
got it.
disconnected. You can send messages, but may not receive live updates. So it'll reconnect. You just tell me what it said.
Well, that happened to me too, so I don't know what it said.
Do you have dice with you?
I do have dice, always in arm's length.
There they are.
And by always, I mean sometimes. So then we're just gonna do it this way. Oh, there we go.
Beautiful sound.
So that actually does hit.
Oh, did he do something to Duchambeau?
He did.
Wow.
He shot the sword out of Duchambeau's hand,
Oh,
and then
Peter.
we'll need to make a con save. So it is this plus 3. And all of a sudden you see Duchambeau stops moving, except for his eyes, which are darting around and trying to focus on Peter.
Interesting.
It is your turn.
Well, what a shithead. I am going to go ahead and attack him back because that sucked. Where? Okay, yay. I put down all the stuff that you told me for the new sword.
Yay.
Okay, so it's a +1. I need to change this in the actual roll, but I'll do that in a second. So for now, I'm just going to swing at him. Do I have advantage because he's
You
not
do.
moving? Okay. Does a 25 hit him?
It does. So you take 10 magical slashing.
11 because of the +1. I just haven't added it
You-
in yet.
Gotcha.
So I guess that actually would be a 26. Sorry. And I'm not going to do the burst strike yet because I have an extra attack. So I'm going to swing at him again. Does a 16 hit him?
16 does not hit. It does not hit him. Does not get through his armor, sadly.
Gotcha. Should have used the burst strike last time. Damn it. But because he's not moving, I am going to move back. So let's go. Uh-oh. There it is. I'll go over here. Just kind of limp over towards the door. Peter, run! He's crazy! That'll be my turn.
He is going to try to break. Nope, still paralyzed.
What?
Then Peter is going
Peter.
to. Let me see. What is the distance we can get? Yep, he can make it. Run. Pick up the sword.
Oh.
Trahggeim, it is your turn.
Well, shit, Peter. All right, I'm going to run back. He's still not moving?
Yes.
Excellent. Yes!
Natural. Huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Because,
Which
first of all, right? First of all, I'm going
which-
to burst strike. And it's a crit, so I'm gonna burst strike twice. There we go. Okay. And let me double check the notes here.
Yeah.
So with this new sword,
you don't decapitate him, but you take
right?
off a limb.
It doesn't say how to decide. Do I just roll for it?
DM decides if you are able to take off a limb, and you are able to take off a limb. You also add that damage because taking off a limb hurts a lot.
Which damage? The 2d8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be the 13 plus an extra 48.
Did that go through? I don't think
not.
so.
No.
All right. Hang on one sec. 2. And 2 is 4. And 5 is 9. And 2 is 11.
So we got 24 slashing damage as you just remove. Which limb are we talking here?
It would probably be an arm.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Like
roll.
right arm?
Which one was holding the sword?
Right.
Yeah, that'd be the one. And then probably, oh, fuck. And I would back away and not take my extra attack, because as much as that, as me, rocked,
It's
Trahggeim is a little like, oh shit, what did I just do?
Oh, that's for Trahggeim. Can you break from this thing?
Oh, there he
And
goes.
suddenly the paralysis is gone. You just hear this horrific yell as he now has one less arm.
But it's like all cauterized, right? Like a lightsaber. So he's not like spurting.
No.
Oh, so he's like bleeding, like.
Yeah, he's bleeding out. You would need
now I feel even worse.
A much stronger light effect to do the cauterization type thing.
Gotcha.
Peter's like, "Oh my god, what you do? We have to go now!" And Peter's gonna grab you and start pulling you. Are you fighting?
Okay. No. I'll move along with him.
Okay, so that's only half, but Peter can get there.
Can I? I'm gonna roll for this. If it's odd, I'm gonna try and grab the arm on my way out.
Okay.
If it's even, I probably won't think of it. Odd. All right. So just for whatever reason, she's just like, we gotta get this to the doctor, and she grabs it and moves with Peter.
All right. It is now your turn. Peter is like pushing, like, "You have to get out of here! You have to get out of here! You can't do that! Go, go, go!"
Can I drag Peter with me?
Yes.
So we can both like get to there. Okay. Oh shit.
Duchambeau is able to regain his composure. Let's see. He no longer has the ability to swing a sword because, no arm.
Well, I mean, he's got another arm. Look at the bright side, Duchambeau.
He actually takes that other arm and grabs a shadow and starts to summon a creature from it.
Oh shit.
Peter is going to drag you here and try to push you outside the door.
Sure. Yeah. If we're just gonna run, let's just. Wait, he stays inside?
He pushes you out the door and then closes the door behind you.
Peter, no!
It's your turn. Are you going to do anything?
She's banging on the door and making as much noise as possible. She's knocking on it with Duchambeau's fist.
So, Morn, you're walking to Uso's class and you see the oddest sight.
What? That arm?
Born, go get Uso. Peter's in trouble. Show her this, and I'll hand you this arm.
Morn will take it without hesitation because that's just how he goes. It's like, okay, I will take this arm too. So, do we know where she is? You're having to play.
No.
She just left a few minutes ago. Find her.
Yeah, like she would theoretically be somewhere. She might be in like the officers' quarters or something. But Uso is, or yeah, Uso's slightly odd in that she just kind of like does her own shit.
Okay. Warren will, without hesitation, take the arm and say, "I'll go find her," and he'll just start running towards her quarters with the arm.
Uo.
Yep.
What's your passive arcana? A passive arcana thing. So 8+. Are you proficient with arcana?
I should be. Oh. I mean, because how else are you gonna blow up a star if you don't?
Yeah, you definitely should be.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I am.
Yes. Then do 8. What's 8+3 plus your arcana bonus?
8 + 3 + my arcana.
Yeah.
15. 15.
15.
Yes.
This happens occasionally when the stars communicate to you, even though you didn't reach out. You're just like kind of reading the room, seeing what's going on, and you look outside in the daytime and you see a constellation in the sky, which is weird because it's daytime.
Super weird. I will calmly forfeit my game.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulate them on their amazing ability to defeat me. Okay, bye. And then scurry outside to further investigate this this strange phenomenon.
Gotcha. Once you're outside, it is the constellation of war. I'll be honest, I have not come up with what the constellation is in this world yet, so we're just going to say it's whatever constellation represents war, battle.
In the middle of the day?
Yeah.
Who's nearby? Is there like a person nearby? I could be like, do you see that too, or is it just me?
If you go inside, there's a whole bunch of people, but outside there aren't that many.
I'm gonna grab just the nearest person, and
Gotcha.
just to confirm that I'm not like receiving a vision.
They
and that
don't.
This is actually a physical manifestation.
They don't know what you're talking about.
Going to have to start. No, I haven't talked to her in a long time. Maybe she'll know the answer to this. Wait, hold on. No, I'm not going to talk to that astrologian teacher. She's just, yeah, no. She didn't even know I was one of hers. She's worthless. But you know who does know stuff about this kind of stuff, apparently, is that black mage.
Rachel.
He knows stuff. Yeah. I'm going to go... Where is she? I'm going to go find her.
I mean, there is her classroom. She probably is teaching a class at this point.
I am going to go interrupt.
Okay. So I assume you book it, or are you just like taking a casual stroll?
Oh, no, I would never run. I mean, I've run before, but like, you know, that's usually when the world is ending, you know,
Gotcha.
in my dreams. Running? Who does that? Flash a smile to everyone I pass by. Hey, hi. Make my way to
Professor Rachel.
the class. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, let's go back to Trahggeim. You're there. You don't have a hand to bang on. You have your own. But...
It's true. Yeah, I stop and realize that banging isn't going to open the door anyway, and try the handle. Does it open?
It does.
Okay, I'm going to peek in.
Peter is not there.
Okay.
Neither is Duchambeau.
Okay. I'm going to open the door fully and try and find them. Like, step in with my sword at the ready. I guess taking the dodge action while I look around.
Honestly, there's not much. Like, there's very little evidence of those two, the creature that was being summoned, even the blood that was like spurting from Duchambeau's like stump, is gone.
What? And shit, the arm isn't there, so I can't prove that that just happened.
Nope.
I'm gonna stop and scratch my head and look around. That's probably my turn.
Okay. Morn, you're running with this like stump of an arm.
Whoa.
Are you like
Uso!
taking any precautions to like hide the stump, or are you like literally like, I have a stump, where's Uso?
Hmm. Warren is a very. It would be smart to hide the stump, but
That's not.
it would not occur to him to do no. So yep, he's just running. Yep, with the stump. Uso! As he's running, he's going to kind of realize he didn't get any more details from Trahggeim. He just took the arm and was running. So he's thinking to himself as he's running, like, what? But you know, any sign of her?
Give me an investigation check to see how quickly you can find you some Uso.
Go through astrals being finicky for me. There it goes. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting. Let me see. What did the Astros say? So you find a professor very quickly, but it's not who you were expecting. It is, in fact, your professor.
Oh. I don't think Morn has interacted much with his professor.
No. She's
Mm.
she's easy to spot because she's always wearing that like full plate mail. You don't even really know what she looks like.
Mm.
That full like dark.
Nice.
But you can tell she's staring at you as her head just kind of turns as you're like running with the arm.
Okay.
We of the darkness tend to hide. But you're running with an arm you sever? Who's that arm from?
Morn will kind of like skid to a stop and kind of hold the arm, and he'll like try to hand it to her. I don't know.
Yeah, she'll
my friend
take it.
Trahggeim. Cool. Yeah, Morn's nods in appreciation.
Yeah.
This is how things are done. Without hesitation.
Mm-hmm. She's like,
So
yeah.
my classmate Trahggeim handed it to me and told me to get help, so I took it with in case it was important. But can you come help us?
And she examines it. Let's see. Is she able to recognize? Nope. You're like, yeah. I think I'm needed here. And so she'll run back with you. And while she's not shaking the hand, she's also not hiding it. She is just like having it flail as she runs.
Yes. Marn is appreciative of the getting down to business, character trait going on here.
And as you all get in, you see Trahggeim like, what happened? And she's like, "Is this hers? Did she have 3 hands?" I'm confused.
So I see this.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like pointing at you with technically the other end of the stump.
Oh, thank God. Uso. No, wait, you're not Uso. Where's Uso?
I'm
So,
I got her.
Do I recognize her teacher? Because I don't know if I've. Oh, the first day. The first day we
you
saw
would
her.
have seen her.
Okay.
Whether you were paying attention is up to you.
Yeah. I mean, I did only have eyes for Uso that day, but I think I at least recognized that she was there.
Yeah, she's wearing the same heavy black armor, so at
Okay.
least that stands out.
Do I recall her name?
Nope.
Okay. Whoever you are that isn't Uso, I was attacked in here, and I had permission to be in here, but they didn't. And so when I counterattacked, my sword that Uso helped me build chopped his arm off, and that's why you're holding it. And now they're gone, and I don't know where they went.
Who is they?
I'm gonna try real hard to remember his actual name. Fail, and
Yeah.
then say douche something, Douchambeau. He's in that class with the people who do that. He's a snob. Mm.
Let's see. Do you know? Nah, she doesn't know.
Does
yeah.
Mord remember his name?
Duchambeau.
Right?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Clearly.
While you all are remembering his name, Uo, you get to Rachel's class, and she's in the middle of her lecture. She's talking about fireballs and how the weak mages will see fireballs as fire, but that's not what fireballs is. Fireball really is a burning of an essence, and if you really want to empathize with a fireball, to get your best fireballs, you need to understand that all essences must be destroyed.
I will appreciate the point she's making, but then quietly raise my hand in the back of the room.
And then she's like, without even turning around, was like, "I'll take questions at the end of the." Whoa!
I need a real quick permission slip signed, if you don't mind. Take 10 seconds of your time, if you don't mind.
Sure. What's this about?
Just going to the library. Advanced second-year studies, working on a thesis.
All right,
Terrific.
yeah. Give me a cherubic smile charisma check.
Charisma check.
She responds, "Oh, is that all?" with her very similar cherubic smile that you have seen, but you've also seen what lies underneath that cherubic smile.
This is why I like her.
She's like, "Well, I can't do it now. I don't want to rob your fellow students of the essence of a fireball. But if you were to stay and help me with a few things, I can give you that permission slip. No problem. Please have a seat."
All right.
And then she starts going into the really the weaknesses and strengths of lightning bolts. And to really enjoy the lightning bolts, you need to actually allow the lightning bolt to pass through you. You will take damage, but you multiply the damage twofold. It's interesting stuff what she's talking about.
I will, of course, interject with my own personal theories about how radiant damage is so much better and more effective than like so many creatures are are resistant or immune to lightning, but very few are actually resistant or immune to radiant, unless you're dealing with creatures from other planes, which we don't often deal with. Here.
She will respond. Unfortunately, the effectiveness of the spell really relies on you. And in fact, if you are able to channel a lightning damage effectively, even creatures that are resistant to it are not actually resistant to it. And she's like, let me give you an example. And she summons an undead. Like, she goes into her room and brings out this undead creature, shambling. And she says, would you be willing to cast your void sap on this creature?
What, like the thing that I learned?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll Sonic with some void between the stars.
And you cast it, and she paralyzes it, so you have advantage. And you know you hit, but for some reason, and it makes sense, like you can't hit the void because these creatures are technically resistant and sometimes even immune to the void.
Oh, wow. Exploded, I guess, with tiny meteors.
She does in fact counter your tiny meteor. She's like, well, that was not the purpose of this. Is to show you how I can cast the same exact spell, but because I have a different understanding of it, it is no longer immune to that damage.
I will take notes, but look impatient.
And she casts the same spell. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Oh, and not only the same spell, you can tell it's the exact same level as you spell. In fact, like you can't really identify what the difference is. But before she even hits the creature, it shrivels up, lets out a ghastly wail, and dies.
I'll ruminate on this.
Mm-hmm. Let's switch back to Trahggeim and Morn.
Ah!
Eeyore is still doesn't really know who you're talking about. She doesn't really seem to care. So if we must all undergo suffering, and you say this person escaped.
I mean, he's not here anymore.
I mean,
But
that's
Peter's not
probably
here either. Peter was here and he's disappeared too.
true.
You know Peter. He's the. I don't actually know what his title is. He always has all the extra credit stuff for us students.
Extra credit? What?
This teacher doesn't know anything. Where's Uso?
She's like, well, if there's no evidence, I guess there's only one thing. Do you want this? And she hands over the pan.
I'll take it.
Oh, I mean, I could get rid of it if you didn't want it.
I'll take it.
Look, I guess I'll be on my way. I'm looking forward to our class in 2 days.
We have class in 2 days?
Well, with me, yes. Did you not see your schedule?
No, I haven't been back to the dorm.
Oh. You've been keeping yourself up all night in order to push yourself. I respect that.
I do feel very tired now.
It is good to self-suffering does bring out power. but you must also take care of yourself.
Like, I'm just like looking around, like, what the hell just happened? Because obviously there's no evidence. There's no blood anywhere. There's no Peter. There's no Duchambeau. And I just like shrug at Morn. I don't know.
And Ward's kind of like, I thought you needed help. Like, what's going on?
Maybe I'm like shaking the hand. Maybe I hallucinated the whole thing.
Ward's like, I think you did. But then where'd that come from? I'm going to point at the arm.
You're right.
Poke it. Yeah.
But that teacher didn't seem to care. We should probably take this to the infirmary, don't you think?
Okay.
Just in case they can
Like, put it back on?
fix it or something.
Maybe.
Let's do that.
Okay. Okay. Sure. I mean, we could just leave it here, too. Like, just set it on the floor there.
If things are just disappearing here, I don't want it to just disappear. I'm going to take it to the infirmary.
Okay. I'll go with you.
Okay.
Warren looks tired.
So you all head to the infirmary. Uwo, you're finishing up your class, and everyone's leaving, and I assume you like wait in line to talk to Rachel.
Yes, impatiently. Kind of super impatiently waiting for her to finish talking to these students, I guess. They're not really destined to go when it just becomes on.
Gotcha.
Carrying the Potter for other more talented students' lessons. Or perhaps murdered by the other school, or worse. I mean, I'm a second-year student, okay? Like,
True.
Second year.
You are the first second-year student who's only been to school for 2 weeks. It's impressive.
True. I mean, that means something. And if the stars are talking, clearly I'm important. Or maybe not important. Maybe I'm just part of it. And maybe that part of it, I don't know. Planetary thing going around my head while I'm thinking about this.
As you're thinking, eventually all the students get their questions answered, and then you walk up and she's like, if you would follow me. And she takes you back to her like office.
Torture lab?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. The torture lab office.
As soon as you walk in, I need you to make a saving throw of some sort. I don't know what kind. I need to check.
It'll be
I'm
fine.
pretty sure it is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Oh yeah. You're immediately held.
Oh. Did not see that coming.
So why do you need to go to the office, young one? Or the library?
Got research. Research to do.
What are you researching?
Manifest destiny.
And why do you need permission slips for that?
The dean said I needed your permission to get permission to go in to the library to study the things I need to go look at.
Aha, and there we're getting at it, because any student can go to the library. You want special access in the library. So I ask you again, what are you looking up? I can help you. I can help you. If you are honest with me, specifically what you're looking up, I can give you permission for a lot.
Star charts. Most definitely not how to blow up a star. That is a thing that we will discuss later. But right now, I do not want to blow up a star because the constellation's intact. So I need to just look at some stuff about stars. There is no time.
How about this? Let's you and I make a deal. I can, once a week, siphon some of your life essence, and in return, I will give you access to, let's say, the first 2 levels of restricted library information.
This S's that you're talking about, is it regeneratable?
I mean,
Or is it a finite resource?
all things regenerate. It's just, when it regenerates, it's not as strong as it once was.
Well, then I'm going to need probably a bit higher clearance then, if it's not a renewable resource.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuading.
I could just, how about this? If you don't like this idea, you're free to leave right now. You are, in fact, still held.
Help me.
That old man. Yeah, the dean says a lot of things. Do you know I went to school with the dean?
I did not know that.
Yeah. We're technically the same age.
Is there a board of trustees?
Well, why would I tell you that? I think this is a fair deal. I siphon some of your life energy. You gain access to tier 2 of the library.
If I was immortal, I would be more than happy to sign up for that, but I am not.
I
have been destined to die, and it is not at your hand. I do apologize.
Is Rachel competitive? No, she's not. She releases the hose, and it's like, I guess we have come to an impasse. It's a shame. You have very powerful life energy. It would have been very useful.
Nom, nom, nom,
I require it for other purposes.
She's like, yeah, that's what they all say. And she looks around, and there are like 3 other people who are just like in cages, racks, dead.
I will flash them all a cherubic smile. I'm trying to think. The spell message, the cantrip message, I think it was at a couple 100 feet, or is it 100 feet?
Let's find.
Not quite like sending. It's 120 feet.
Message is 120 feet, yeah.
But I would assume that this murder, torture, research lab is probably impervious. Probably is more than a foot of stone.
Mm-hmm.
So I will thank Rachel very much for her time and look forward to her classes later.
Mm-hmm.
My next assigned courses. Give a thumbs up to the people in cages, as is their fate, and they should just accept it. And then I'm going to fuck it out.
Okay. You walk out. Nothing happens. Trahggeim. Morn. You have a hand.
Tread
We
your way to the
do.
infirmary. Yeah.
You make it to the infirmary,
Yep.
and Morn, that same woman who was looking after you, is still there doing like paperwork.
One's gonna. Hey, he's gonna kind of look at Trahggeim like, what are we gonna say?
We found this.
And she looks back. Oh dear. Is that another sharp floor situation?
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Yes. Yeah.
Why did you bring that to me?
Well, I didn't know if you could fix it or, um, maybe this wasn't the best idea because I guess you can't really like fix this, can you?
Without the person to attach it to, there's really not much I can do.
And that person disappeared. Huh.
I
Hmm.
did you I know this is a sharp floor situation, but how did this person hit the floor? Did you push this person on the floor? Uh, who does that belong to?
I just look at Morin because there's obviously some like kind of code going on here that I don't get, and I'm just gonna wait for Morin to answer.
Oh, well, Mord's gonna look panicked at that. Um, we're not sure. We thought that if we found this missing arm, that the person that was missing the arm would come to the infirmary, which is why we brought it here.
would would you be willing to sit in a zone of truth and answer that? Not that I don't believe you, but if someone is missing an arm, I feel it is my duty to be sure that we know how that arm was missing. And I want to absolve you of any suspicion because this is going to be a pretty big thing.
I'll just like lean in, like conspiratorially whisper, I don't know what a sharp floor is, but I know a sharp sword is what removed the arm. But I couldn't tell you who it's from because I don't remember their name.
Was it your sharp sword?
Yes.
Good. We're
Mhm.
getting somewhere. Um okay. Was this person invading our school?
Yeah. Lauren looks worried that Trahggeim's gonna like get herself arrested. So it's
Right.
just yeah, she was protecting the school.
She was protected. Okay, so we know this person was from Porta Phoenix. Like, do we have their insignia or their emblem, or did they say
Well,
something?
I don't think he's from Porta Fenice, but he's definitely an asshole.
Oh, so where was he invading from?
Um, like I'm trying to remember
Bad
like all the
place.
times, right? All the times that we've like had dealings with him. Well, he was in that town where they have the really good coffee, not the great coffee, but the really good coffee. And he had all those undead. Maybe he was invading from there.
Town. I'm dead.
I mean, we
By
try
the
not to ask questions. We're just students. I mean,
that,
we're
that's
just
fair.
trying to protect,
That,
and she
that is
protected. So
that is absolutely fair. Question for you two: when you were running here, I assume the arm was still out and about.
What do you mean? Oh, wag it.
Okay, so that's the thing. So she's gonna try to like get more information out of you. He was from a place. So you've seen him before? Where was the first place you saw him?
Oh, that's easy. He was at our welcoming, like when we went in for the sorting hat in that hall, and we got sorted into our
He
different
snuck.
teams.
He snuck into the school.
Maybe he might be a student. Was he a student?
Wait, you attack a student?
No, he attacked me.
no, she did not. No, yeah, she was protecting. Yeah, we
And then
don't know the details.
as you're doing this, because Uso while Uso was like very tired after her creation of the new sword, she didn't go very far, and so she was able to like witness, at least from afar, a lot of the commotion going on. And then when you two ran with a hand, she followed you, and she comes bursting through with Tutu.
Uso, look.
Who's like, "Oh my god, what happened?"
That guy that we told you about from the town with the zombies, and he was causing problems, and then he's like such a
Ochambeau?
douche. That guy, yes. He
That's
came into your
Ochambeau's hand?
well, yeah, his heart and wrist and arm. It all belongs to him. Everything from here up. This is all his. And he came into your lab after you left, and I told him he wasn't supposed to be in there, and he was like, blah blah peasant, blah 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 blah. And so I went to find you, and he attacked me, and so then I I mean, to be honest, I was just defending myself, but I did hit him.
It's okay. I will.
Oh, and Peter was there. Peter can tell me, or Peter can be my witness.
Oh god! You see her just like she was getting ready to be like, I will do my best to take care of you, and as you say that, like the wind gets knocked out of her sails, and she almost like buckles.
But Peter and
then,
I like went to run, and then he like slammed the door behind me, and they both disappeared.
And Tutu's gonna like pat on the back and be like, "Don't worry, I will protect these students." And Tutu, also a Lalafell, very small, gets his like best projection voice and starts talking about the dignity of Porta Temporea and how students, when they fight, they only fight to protect something, and a student would never fight in order to do. And his students, in particular, are trained in the art and the glory and the mastery. So if Ochambeau were to attack this one, it is very clearly that this one is at fault.
Yeah.
And Uso,
Wait a
like,
minute.
Wait, what? And Tutu's like, I've been watching these two since they were in my class, and I have to say, I think they are working for Porta Finis.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
No.
no,
Wait
no,
a
The fact that they
minute.
just came back
no.
from Porta Finis, we all know Peter cannot teleport anybody. Like, they are plans. And Uso's like, no, God, Tutu, shut your mouth. Stop it. These are my students. And like Uso like pushes him out. He's like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And Uso like slams the door.
I'm just gonna stand there with that hand in my, or that arm in my hand.
Uso's gonna say,
Morton's just gonna be like, I mean, I get the Peter dilemma that they're talking about there, but I am surprised as well. You know, we're not working for them.
I feel like I have to arrest you both now. And Uso's like, that's not, hold on, that's not necessary. Let's switch back to Uo.
Uo had a bright idea. He's going to go to the samurai professor. Because that was the guy who signed us off to go traipse around with Peter.
No, that was the paladin professor.
Paladin professor, excuse me.
Yes.
Is that Tutu?
Go find Old
Sorry.
Man Jenkins.
Hmm?
Hey, Old Man Jenkins, right?
Old Man
That's
Jenkins
the D.
is samurai. Paladin is Flaz.
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 Yes.
I'm gonna go find Flaz. Because is this constellation still out?
You still see it. Although, it's interesting. The stars that made up the arm are no longer there.
I'm really confused. how could this be? Actually, that would probably increase a bit of intensity is not the right word. What's the word I'm looking for here? Immediacy. No.
Urgency?
Urgency. That's
Yeah.
the word. Will increase urgency. And so for a brief second, Uo picks up speed. And he hopes that no one sees him scurrying around like a person scared that the sky is falling, but the sky is falling, and that's bad. Or he's going crazy, one of the two, and it's clearly not going crazy because he's seen the future and he knows what's coming. So, like, clearly that's not it. It's not it. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. But yeah, I'll pick up the speed. Urgency.
Gotcha. So yeah, you make your way to Flaz, who has a class much like Rachel did. It's much more quiet. He's sitting down at the front, just kind of like, almost looks like he's napping.
Perfect. I'm going to just kind of slip in there with the form. I just got a form and just need him to sign it.
Do you wake him up?
Yes.
So after you wake him up, he's like, what? I thought I told you it was stuck. Oh, you. What is it?
Give him the document to sign.
Oh, yeah,
Big,
whatever.
terrific smile.
Signs it, goes back to sleep.
Make my way back right on out. Quite pleased with myself, actually. At this time, I'm going to be kind of randomly pointing using message.
Right.
I think it's 120 feet radius, range, I mean.
120.
Be looking for, probably would be looking for Astrid, but in the interest of today, I will be looking for Morn.
All right. I need you to make me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Arcana check. Disadvantage.
You go out of your way to make wide berths, and at some point, you're able to reach more. What do you send?
A total of, what is it? I don't have a limit of words. It's just kind of brief thing. So, hey there. Hope you're not busy. Care for a study session in the library real quick?
You can respond.
Would I be familiar with this communication? Liquid Morn
I would assume at some point Uo would have
done it. Yeah. Okay.
He's started to help Trahggeim cheat a few times, but
and especially in the last 2 days where you all were traveling with the other students.
Okay. Right. The library. Okay.
Yeah. Quick study session. No big deal. Just it's a special session of study. Just if you could just hop along this way, it'd be real great.
I don't feel like studying right now.
Oh, you just get over here.
Oh.
I mean,
oh. Word's gonna sound surprised because normally don't more pleasant than that. All right. Okay. Should I bring Trahggeim?
Yes.
Okay, we're coming. The Morn's just gonna start pushing Trahggeim towards the door. We gotta go to the library.
She's like, I don't. You can't.
Gonna wave with the hand.
I can let you leave. I really don't think you should leave.
We have to go to the library, apparently.
Uso is going to grab you by the. You're tall. She's short. By the calf. Give me an insight check.
Which one of us? Oh, Trahggeim?
Both.
I had to close Astral because it was making everything flip out.
I can roll that one for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see.
I can
Big
open it,
money,
but it
big
might make
money.
everything flip out on my computer again.
Inside check.
Nice.
Okay, so Trahggeim, it's super hard for you because like she's so small, you have to look down, so you can't like really see her face. Morin, you're at a slight like angle, so you can see her, and like this is the first. You don't pay that much attention to Uso, but this is the first time you've seen genuine fear on her face.
Oh. We'll be fine. Pat, pat, pat.
Love it.
The healer turns around and goes into the closet and opens up and pulls out this very long blade.
Well, as she's like going into the closet, can we like take the
Run.
opportunity just to book it?
You can, yeah. Is that
Yeah.
what you would like to do?
I mean, Morn obviously knows
Yep.
what's going on.
So then
Yeah.
we're gonna do a initiative for that.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm starting to wonder if we've made some bad decisions. We have to-
no.
I feel like yes.
We've never made a single bad decision at all. We
Horrific,
are
terrible
second-year
decisions?
students.
Right?
So how do I can get rid of you? Get rid of
So I'm
you.
curious about something. I still left open the window for my character sheet, but I don't have the map open. It was making Discord just like I couldn't understand you guys. It was crashing.
Right.
If I click something on this, will it show up even if I
Oh.
don't have the main map?
That's a good question.
Right.
Try
I'm gonna
it.
try it.
Yeah.
Just tell me if you can see it. and then maybe I
Yes.
can- Oh my god! All
That
right,
is
cool.
awesome.
Okay, I will get by with that. You'll just have to tell me what I roll because I won't know. Okay, cool. That's funny.
So give me a roll for Trahggeim, or not for Morn, if you would.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Ew. You got a 2.
Oh.
Oh wait, that's
That's the initiative modifier.
Oh
yeah.
wait, my bad. I gotta click the little
There
tab.
we
much
go.
Yep.
better. Yeah.
There we go.
13.
Okay. A little better.
Trahggeim, you are first.
So I mean, not really understanding what's going on. She's just gonna. I mean, Morn was like, "Hey, we have to go to the library." So I waved by, and I'm just like, "Uso, I'll see you later." And
You need to break her grapple. She
Okay.
is like clinging to you.
well, since she's so small, can I
Bring
just
her with
walk?
you.
Yeah, can I like essentially dash at half speed? I don't know
While
how far the
carrying
door
her?
is. Yeah, and just like walk like as though there were a child on my leg.
No, because even though she is so small, she is much stronger than someone of her size.
Gotcha,
And you
gotcha.
know that she has like gadgets on her person to like
Mm.
increase her defense, increase her strength. I don't think her gadgets can overcome that.
Whew.
No. So you're just like, it's fine, Uso. You kick her off. And... So are you dashing or just running?
Morn, does it seem like Morn is moving quickly or just walking out?
I mean, I would assume that I'd be like,
Okay.
right?
Then I'll,
Trying
then
to
I'll
quickly
dash.
get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to clarify, the healer was pulling out a sword. Is that what I heard there?
Yep. A massive sword,
Oh.
like not as thick as
Oh.
yours, but definitely as long.
And she was mumbling something about arresting us.
Ah.
It'll be fine. What could go wrong?
Oh no. Okay.
Morn, it is your turn.
So Uso is just on Trahggeim, like
No, Trahggeim broke the grapple, so Uso is like,
you got it on. Okay. I guess dash, right? I'm just gonna bloop. Try to. Like, don't worry, everything's fine. But we gotta go. Talk to you later. And dash, as far as he could get.
Gotcha. Uso is going to, let's see.
We get kicked out of this school?
Yeah, you can.
Wow. Like, do we kill the campaign if we get kicked out?
Right? It's gonna go in a whole new direction.
So, Uso, you hear Uso like pleading. I need both of you to give me perception checks to see if you can hear what she's saying.
This is kind of out of character for her to be.
Oh yeah, she typically gives
So worried.
0 shits unless it's like her invention.
That'll make Morn pause a little bit, like.
Yeah. Like Morn kind of stops, but you're not, because you're not too keen on her voice. Like you don't listen to her that much. You don't really like pick up the words she's saying. Trahggeim, you hear that she's specifically saying, "Let me capture them. Please don't kill them."
Why would they kill us as I'm running with this arm in my hand?
It's not fair. Uo.
We're gonna get detention.
Right?
Uo, what are you doing? You know where they are. You're on your way to the library right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go file this paperwork with the, I guess, a librarian, or whoever I have to give it to. But I will be sending like messages to them, explaining that they are not moving fast enough, and the sun moves in a particular speed across the sky, as do the stars and the moon. There is no there's no stopping these forces that move across the sky. So perhaps you should move faster than the sun. More.
So Morn's gonna be kind of like. It takes him a while to get through all of that, right? Like he doesn't. He's like, wait, what? Try to run a little bit faster or hop. Why? I imagine when I see Morn running, I see like long strides of hops, right? Is
Yeah.
what I.
Unless like you're in like a forest where like jumping would impede you, it is just like
Yeah.
bow.
Right.
Let's see, the healer. Are you willing to listen? She does listen.
Ooh.
Or at the very least, because they just kind of stop and chat for a little bit. That buys you all 1 round. Trahggeim.
Booking it.
Looking at Morn.
And more, and I do mutter something about the infirmary. The nurse lady is gonna. The nurse lady wants to kill us.
Oh my god! We better run faster. The voice in my head was telling me the stars and the moon. We have to go faster. Yep. So continuing to book it.
Wow. Uso will once again plead for your life. Does it work? It does!
Yay!
So sadly for me, we are out of initiative
Aww.
as Betty is no longer chasing you.
Oh, Betty.
Your time, guy.
I feel like we shouldn't go back to the infirmary anytime soon.
Right? I'm gonna wear a mask the next time I need healing. Just be like, no, I'm not a Rogadine. What are you talking about?
So you are able to catch up with Uo, although not fast enough according to Uo.
Right.
I will ask them though, like just maybe they see it. Do they? And I'll point at the sky, where the war constellation is. Do they see it?
Nope, they don't see it.
What are you talking about? Over there?
See the
This is
sky.
As I'm pointing with the
we
arm.
need to
Although,
go.
interesting, the war constellation was missing a right arm. Now it is also missing a left leg.
Warren's like, why did we run? What's that? What's up? What's up? He had something going on here.
We have to go. We have to be faster than the stars. It's happening now. And we'll continue booking towards the library. If they're not keeping track or keeping up, although I'm sure I am way slower than the two of them. I'm a little man baby. But if they are going slower than me, then I'll use message to harass them to move faster. It's happening now. It's now. Now it's happening now.
I think like you're able to keep up with Trahggeim, but I'm pretty sure Morn is faster than both of you.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if
All right.
Trahggeim is past me, I'll just hitch a ride like Yoda.
Ah!
That, yeah. Go you will.
Yeah.
Go you must.
Where am I going?
The library.
Why the
Where?
library?
Where is the library?
Take a right. Take a right over that way. Over there.
Okay.
Question.
Cheers here. As we go.
Hand. Where is it?
In my hand.
Excellent.
Wait. What is that?
It's Duchambeau's arm! She's already forgotten his name.
Hold on. Like I'm just like it's like that meme with the lady and the shapes, the trigonometry going through
Yeah.
here. Which arm is it?
That one.
Trahggeim stops dead and like looks at it, and then she looks at her thumbs. It's his right arm.
And I look back at the sky real quick. Which arm is War missing?
Right.
Some more trigonometry going on. Did you take his leg?
No, do you want me to keep running?
Yeah. Go.
Okay,
Go.
start
Take a
running
left.
again.
Take a left here up the alleyway. It's faster.
Doggy! Sorry, everyone, take a moment. Doggy! Yay!
You little doggo. Where's the large one? Where's the large dog that I thought was the only dog, and then there's a small version of the dog, but it's a second dog and not the smaller version of the dog.
He's waiting for the UPS guy so he can try to eat him. Usually about this time of day. Here's the truck.
Show
So he's
that
at the
UPS
window.
guy.
Right?
That's right. He's at the window waiting. Waiting.
So you make it to, or you make it to the library with the arm.
Warren is starting to wonder why we're still carrying it, though. Like, it's like, normally he's pretty like, sure. But at this point now he's like, eh? I assume it's kind of icky. It's getting like wishy, right?
Oh, yeah, like a lot of the things that were inside are now like out because only like the outsides were cauterized.
Yeah.
And I assume you haven't been like taking special care as you carry. You've just been like, holding it, and yeah. So it's not great.
Yeah. But when we get inside, are there like those door handles that are like you could stick something through to keep the door from opening?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Can I?
So I'm
Can I
gonna stick
spell the
the.
dying on it?
I'm gonna stick the arm through,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
okay.
just like
Stick the
step
arm
back.
through. Spare the dying. Did that just like stop the necroses from setting in?
Well, I mean, it stops them from making death
Stabilizing
checks,
you,
but
right?
gentle repose, I think, is the actual spell to keep people from.
You're a
falling and
wisdom
turning.
spellcaster, right?
Huh?
You're a wisdom spellcaster, right?
I am, yeah.
Give me a wisdom check. Let's see if you can alter your spell in such a way.
because I don't think I actually have gentle repose as a astrologian, but I do have spare the dying for some reason. So see if I can get it to just stop necrotifying, necro
Rotting?
or other. Rotting, yeah. But I wanted to use necro and there we go.
Oh,
That's a
natural
crit.
20.
Boom.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's like a weird souvenir now.
It will no longer decay from the state it is. 4.
Sorry for smooshing it.
Smooshy.
All right, I'm gonna like look around the library. All right, what are we fighting?
What are the odds?
Well, it was foreseen. This is the natural way that we are destined to go. And I will flash the paperwork at the librarian and tell them that we are going to a research room upstairs and to not be disturbed.
11. Trahggeim, give me a perception check. Excellent. And then I just need odds or evens there.
Odd.
That's not what I meant to do. Click Q and gotcha. And so you go up to the librarian, and you flash the paperwork, and she looks and she's like, "Wait a minute, Flaz can't get you in the library."
But we're in the library. The door
Yeah.
let us in.
Yep.
I'm
It's
gonna.
for a special project that we're working on.
I think I'm gonna have to ask a professor, and she looks up, and you didn't see Tutu and another professor sitting down watching as you ran in and shoved the arm in the door. And Tutu says, "See, I told you. We cannot trust those 3. I'll leave the rest to you." And he gets up and leaves, or tries to leave, and then has to like remove the arm and like opens the door. And the other professor, who has honestly, like, compared to Tutu, very bland clothing, like just normal leather armor, like browns and blacks, like a long bow on his back, walks up to the librarian and is like, they're free to go upstairs.
Is this the ranger?
That is,
Wasn't he at Tutu's when we went for the field trip? He was there, right?
you definitely come across him. I'll be honest, I don't remember exactly where, but the last time you were
Okay.
there, he didn't talk.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where we saw him. I feel like it was at Tutu's field trip, but like you said, we didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least I've seen him
I'm gonna go
before.
collect that arm. Go collect that arm. It's important.
And he steps over the arm and follows Tutu out of the library. The librarian says, "Oh, I guess you're free to go upstairs."
I hand her the paper for her to stamp.
And she stamps it begrudgingly.
I'm gonna lean over to Morn.
Flash her a terrific smile.
Why are we here?
I don't
Just get
know.
upstairs.
Who told me to come?
I thought we had to hurry because something was happening, and it looks like a library in here.
Oh, I don't want to read anything.
Me either.
We don't want to read, Uo.
Uo is making his way upstairs. He'll use message, be like, "Get up here."
Oh,
Terrific smile.
Yeah. It's much more aggressive than Leo normally is. It's intriguing. All right. Okay. I don't have to read anything. Well, follow.
So you make your way upstairs to.
Before I head up, I'm going to thank the librarian, but I'm also going to ask if there's any coffee.
No, ma'am. We don't have coffee here.
How am I supposed to stay awake while I have to read? And then I'm going to follow after.
Are there study rooms with doors that can close behind us?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shuffle them in. Lay the arm out on the table. Gonna undress the arm just to do a quick inspection of the arm. Are there any markings or any details that we wouldn't have seen?
Medicine
due to
check.
sleep?
Oh, a perception check. Because you're not. Yeah, let's do a perception check.
Does a passive 22 work?
Yeah, let's do that. Passive 22. So Duchambeau always wore like heavy plate mail. So this is the first time you're actually getting to look at his skins. There are markings. Give me an Arcana check to see if you can recognize what those things are.
Arcana.
So it's magical tattoos, essentially like inking ley lines into the skin. You've had experience with these, although this is weird in that like they're usually like one effect per tattoo, where this seems to be some kind of melange of a whole bunch of different effects. Very poorly done, and based on your roll, like if that tattoos are on the rest of his body, he has very limited time as it would deteriorate his essential like being. So someone
I'm going to sketch these things out, and while I'm doing that, tell the other two. So, the constellation of war is falling apart, and or maybe it hasn't fallen apart. I don't know. It might fall apart. There's something happening, and it involves war. And this.
Huh?
I
The
don't-
arm? Arm came from the sky?
I don't know. Like that's why we're here to like find out what's going on. But like, first of all, how the hell did you get this?
No, I know what's going on. I chopped that off of Duchambeau. I didn't need a library to tell me that.
And you didn't take his leg.
No, that would have been rude. I didn't
someone
really.
take his leg?
Strangely,
What's that?
was he walking strangely?
He disappeared with Peter after I chopped his arm off. I didn't mean to chop his arm off. I just was defending myself, and I guess I got a little overzealous.
So are we worried that war is coming? Could it be that they're going to expel us? Because if I'm feeling any tension,
Well,
it's from
not
all of
necessarily-
this.
It's not necessarily that it's war particular. I mean, like war is a symbol for a number of different things, like mass extermination event, or like there might be a new sale, and there's this store over here and that store there are gonna like go to like some kind of price war. I mean, it could be any sort of thing. Like without other constellations to like counter reference whatever this is. Although this is clearly part of it. I mean, clearly, like I don't know. I wouldn't know. Like you got to triangulate all of the things. I mean, don't you know stuff about this? Like the void and stuff, like the darkness. Like, Lauren?
Are you sure you're not just hungry? You need
Here, have a
something to
Snickers.
eat.
Maybe.
I mean, you know, I mean, I mean, in the darkness, I usually don't look at the stars because the trees. I didn't look at them because the trees covered them, and I was in the darkness, so I didn't need to look. Right? So maybe you just need a sandwich
Do you have a
and a nap.
sandwich?
Don't. We could go get a sandwich if we're not still being chased. Are we still being chased, Trahggeim?
I don't think
Well,
so.
there is someone outside the door, like looking in. The ranger professor.
Oh,
Outside the door that we're behind?
Yeah.
I'll wave.
is there like
Yeah.
a little window on the door where we could see them looking in at us, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, Morin will also.
Do you think he wants to come in? I'll just
on.
like
I know.
wave at him.
And he'll slowly open the door, walk in,
Hi.
and close it behind him. He said, "You all are a very interesting group."
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
I heard from Tutu that you attacked a fellow student, and a noble no less.
Oh, there's no attacking no students, or we're protecting the school. Morin's starting to lose track of what he's lying or not lying, or what's truth at this point. So he's just kind of
Technically,
rambling.
And I also heard that you ran away from the warrior trainer Betty. That's not a very good thing. She gets
She's
angry.
the warrior trainer?
Yeah,
healed
yeah.
me.
She
I thought she was the nurse.
No, she only learned medical things because whenever she got into her like little rage things, she wouldn't hold back, and so she got like points taken off at school because when training you're not supposed to disembowel your opponent, so she had to learn pretty quickly.
Well, if I would have known she was a professor, then I probably wouldn't have. Well, no, because Uo said we had to get here to the library, but I thought it was because something bad was happening. But instead, he wants to like read or some shit like that.
Don't want to read anything.
I think I might be able to help you not read.
Okay.
My class is pretty understaffed right now. There's not a lot of people who want to be rangers nowadays. It's a lost art. But if you were all to join my class, I think I could effectively protect you from the school and from the Oshabos.
Do we sense anything shady? Like, you know what I mean? How some people just look kind of shady. Does this fellow look shady?
So his outward appearance, yes, super shady. You're not sure if that's like an inner shady thing or he's like, I have to hide in the darkness because I'm a ranger shady. Let's do an insight check to see if you can like read into his.
Is he slim?
Oh, Slim Shady, I get it.
Apparently he is not slim.
It go through.
You rolled a 9. Anyone else wants to do an insight check?
I mean, might as well.
I'm gonna. Inciting.
Oh, holy crap. So, Morin, this person actually seems pretty cool. The scent coming off of his, his armor is, very reminiscent of, not your forest, but, forest in general. It's almost kind of calming. Trahggeim. There is something off about him that you just can't place. Uo, you just went through this. People do get things for free. Not many of them. And it's even rarer for someone to go out of their way, risk their job and their livelihood to protect 3 people who he doesn't know, who are convicted or are being convicted of attacking a fellow student and running away.
Accused.
Accused. Yeah.
You're accused of attacking a student. You're not accused of running away. They saw you.
Can't prove it.
Bring it up with the dean, man.
He is offering you a deal. However, he does seem steadfast in his convictions that if you were to follow through on your end of the deal, he will follow through on his.
I mean, Morin likes his vibe, right? So he's like, okay, yeah, I'm in. Are we all in? I say we're in, right?
What's Uo thinking there?
Pull out my cards and prepare a ritual.
Morin will kind of let out a sigh when he sees the cards come out.
10 minutes later, I'll do augury.
Right. I mean, since he's going to take his time, the Trahggeim will be like, well, I mean, as long as Uso says it's okay, because I'm in her class, and I don't want to get in more trouble with Uso.
I will do my best to mend things with Uso. I actually just came from talking to her. She was very concerned for your well-being. And she told me, she's actually the one who told me to get you, although she told me to bring you in. She's afraid that if Betty gets to you first, there won't be much to bring in.
Well, I mean, maybe we should go back and talk to them and bring this arm back to them.
Do not go back to Betty.
Wait, but I mean, she is the nurse, kind of.
Don't go back to Betty. Like, there is a chance that like Uso is now missing an arm.
Why is everyone losing arms?
I mean, you brought that arm to Betty, right?
Well, yeah, I thought she could fix it.
Did
But
she?
in hindsight, that seems dumb.
The more we say that out loud, the dumber it sounds.
For your augury, you get a very rare wheel.
It is also questionable, but you can't question it. They really are. Like,
the stars don't lie, man.
Stars don't lie unless you blow them up, and then if you rearrange them, you can get the things you want done. I mean, that's how you like manipulate. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't be. I mean, yep.
Morin's gonna kind of like.
So then, do we have a deal?
Sure.
I mean, it seems like the easiest thing.
What was that?
Do I get to heat the arm?
You can keep the arm for as long as you want until they take it back.
And the clearance?
I did not give you the clearance. I don't know where you got that from.
I mean, it's stamped.
I mean, that's up to you and the professor who signed off on it.
That would be Flaz.
You're not going to get that clearance.
I'm trying so hard. Yes.
I'm Ura, your new professor. It's nice to meet you. And that's where we'll end for the day. That
Yay!
is not where I thought this was going to go at all.
Sorry for chopping off the guy's arm.
Now, good. Now he doesn't have a sword arm.
Right?
He doesn't have a sword arm. He was summoning things.
Yeah.
He is now gone. Peter is now gone. The warrior trainer was in a homicidal rage towards you. Uso protected you. Tutos completely sold you out. There's this new guy, Ura.
Yeah, this is
I feel like maybe a lot of this. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the professors here really need like some anger management.
Yeah.
It is a lot of people who were trained from young to destroy things.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And destroy things in fancy ways. So there are only a few who are calm or can be relied upon. And according to the stars, you may have just found one.
I mean, he did say
I
no
mean, I
bacon,
would say I'm skeptical, but can't
That's
be
probably
skeptical.
smart.
right?
Yeah.
That's definitely probably
I
smart.
mean, he gives off a woodsy vibe. So
Yeah,
you know.
Morn likes him, so
Yeah.
Well, all right. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for joining us. And
thanks for running.
join us, of course, and join us next week where
Thank you.
who knows what the hell will happen next.
Right?
But
Bye.
Bye, everybody.